Hi there, this is Wolfhound-Nine, and this will be my review of the AEK-971. Now, if you watched my previous video in the series, you'll be wondering why it's not getting pitted against the FAMAS. And the answer is simple. I felt the FAMAS had too many flaws to be worthy of recommendation. It's a good gun that's worth picking up, but at the end of this video I'll elaborate on why I think the AEK is by and far the superior choice. The AEK. It's a powerhouse assault rifle with a standard damage model of 25 damage up to 8 meters, dropping down to 18 damage at 55 meters, but it rocks a 900 rounds per minute rate of fire that chews through enemies and ammo like nobody's business. But as with any ultra high damage output weapon, it's got a lot of flaws to make up for its power. For one, it runs a standard magazine of 30 rounds. Those bullets will not last very long if you go full auto, and that's a problem. The AEK's tactical reload speed is mediocre, and its empty reload is horrible. You'll spend a lot of your time with this weapon stuck in reloading. Furthermore, it has a very noticeable recoil in the vertical and horizontal, and the horizontal recoil has a strong right pull. This is made worse by a 3 times first shot modifier. It can be really hard to burst fire this weapon as a result, and tap firing will send your aim flying all over the place. The spread isn't great, but it also isn't terribly notable. It does limit the effective range of this gun in some ways. You already know this gun is a CQB champ. Once you get good with this weapon, you'll dominate consistently in that range and you'll be extremely hard to beat. Personally, this is one of the few guns in the game where I find I can actually turn on somebody and win fairly often, and I think it's an amazing weapon. But I don't love this gun just because it can be used close up. It's when you stick my preferred combination on it that I feel that it starts to get intense. A laser sight, compensator, and angled foregrip benefit this gun more so than any other weapon in my series so far. Why is that? Because this gun is actually a good medium range weapon once you master it and use the right combination of attachments. The angled foregrip alone gives you the ability to burst and tap fire with good accuracy, and it'll catapult this weapon into the longer ranges. I do advise a compensator or flash hider if you don't like the compensator's penalties, because once you get accustomed to compensating for it, the vertical recoil of this weapon is very predictable and manageable, and doesn't really warrant a muzzle brake. But be warned, this gun is not an easy one to use. You will have to get good with it, and that will take time and practice, but the payoff is great. You will win against people using lesser weapons, and you'll be doing it really consistently. So, why aren't we pitting this gun against the FAMAS? What's wrong with that gun? Well, having a 25 round magazine on the FAMAS and a horrible reload speed, and with a gun already suffering from massive recoil and fairly high spread, the FAMAS is it's really hard to put to good use. I can't really recommend it because even if you do master it, and it is a great CQB gun, make no mistake, you'll still suffer at anything but point blank. Try it and maybe you'll like it, but I think the AEK wins out in practice consistently. So that's my coverage of the AEK and the FAMAS. Next up I'll be doing a small aside on attachments, covering them in more detail. So far I've been bland with my recommendations, but I think it's important to understand that there's no one golden attachment combination like there was in Battlefield 3. That said, let me know if you liked the AEK in the comments section below, or do you think the FAMAS is the better gun and deserves the spotlight? If you found this useful, maybe give it a like and a favorite, and cheers! Good luck on the battlefield.